Boom, boom. This is Kendra. Everybody, welcome back to the channel. All right, we got a little bit of Destiny Child up. So, just got a quick video here just to get everybody back on. All right, so the demonic interfering view dungeon, that's closing today. So, today is your last day to do that. So, make sure that you got in there, cleared out the narrative collections. This was a really good narrative collection simply because of the fact that there were several times where they actually had red fire crystals here as a reward. So make sure that you do not change to the next grid until you cleared out all those little red fire crystals, as they are important and sometimes hard to get, and they are both used for enhancing materials as well as awakening your fire childs and evolving them. So it makes them a little bit difficult to keep enough of them around. So anytime that they're offering them in any type of event, you definitely want to take full advantage of that. So that's it. So this grid, I've cleared it a bunch of times. I think I've cleared it like two or three times. I think it's like my 10th time or something like that. But I got all this. I got all the actual pieces of equipment and whatnot. From the actual the guards, the bikini, and the actual sandals. Now this was a nice little dungeon. Just a little, I like to call it filler simply because of the fact that it's of course not, in order with the story, simply because of the fact that we are no longer in our rooster head form, if you will. We are actually, a much different being at this point after Loki's attack on us, and so I'm hoping this story will pick back up with the story, at present, and proceed as will. What I thought was going to happen is happening. So we will be joining up with some shots, which hopefully will able to give us a little bit of an advantage against Loki, because he is pretty powerful. And hopefully we can get back what we've lost. But we will be attending the school. So that will be our next... that's where they hinted that the story was going to up, that we would be attending the school that is currently run by... Or actually not really. I guess technically... She is technically the head of the school right now. It's never really been actually, after Samel left, she left her in charge. So I guess technically, she's still. This is Henenzo Zyoko. That's not who she is. It's Bathory, but that's just her actual uniform. So there's another Bathory, Courtesan Bathory, which is in the fire version. I'll show you so you can get a little, so you can see who she is. She's technically in charge of the school that we will be attending. As you know, we're beginning to make a formulation. Right here is Bathory. This is Courtesan Bathory. She's actually a pretty powerful character, but unfortunately she's fire, which leaves us with a little problem of bringing up fire characters, because, as I said before, the same fire crystals used to awaken in these particular fire childs are the same ones that are used for the mats. And if you want to take a mat, you got to take a mat up to 5 to get before you can take a child to 6. Limit break in level 60. So as you can see, it's just really difficult. I've got several level 50, 55 that I want to bring up, but I can't, simply because getting the mats. I did manage to bring up Slashing Tiamat. She's now going to be brought up to 60. I just did broke her, but I've still got, as you can see, I've got several, not that one, of course, 55s that I want to bring up, and a bunch of 50s back here that I want to bring up as well, but just can't do it simply because of the fact that I just don't have the mats to do it. I also want to bring up Racer Dabby, just because I think it's a pretty cool look. So yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, this is ending today. So this was just a nice little filler. I hope everybody got what they wanted to. I do have the Harpy. She's one of several new characters that came out in this particular event. They had a bunch of them. There were actually 3, believe it or not. There was Myra and Harpy were the actual ones. I don't think they have. No, they don't have the third one. I can't remember what she was called in here. But they do have those out. That's Tom. I've got her maxed out. So the nine-tailed fox. That's the nine-tailed fox right there. Tomoma. Yeah, I already got her maxed out. So, but she's a fire child as well. But yeah, so they had a lot of good stuff out here. But yeah, so we will be attending the school that Bathory is in charge of, and we're starting to get, we know that Dabi, Lisa, Mona, they are all in some kind of suspended animation. The Shintami shards have penetrated them, so I assume that has something to do with it. My assumption is that once we get, if we could manage to get it back from what Loki, but Loki took it and broke it apart. So it's really gonna take some storytelling to actually bring this to a close. But yeah, we'll see. But if we can get those, hopefully, if we can get those shards back, reform, I assume that they'll wake up, and we will get our power back. Although we seem to be fairly powerful right now, so we'll just have to see. But yeah, so the missions, all this is for. I hope you managed to get this. The limited time missions and whatnot is complete as many of these as you could. The training missions. Like I say, this is all going to reset tonight. We'll go to New Devil Pass. I'll do a video tomorrow on the next, but hopefully we're going to kick the story along. And we'll see what goes on inside of the story. Because, the story is just amazing storytelling. Really captured that essence with the story. And I hate when they actually, get on a roll, get you right at that precipice there of wanting, ending it on a suspenseful tone, as they say. They did exactly that. So hopefully we'll be picking up with the next events, and we'll get some more of the story and get updated on that. I've got a lot of stuff that I have to open up. I've got a bunch of tickets. I've got like 20 5-star tickets. And like I said, I don't spend any money on this game. This is all free stuff that you get just by playing the events. I do all of my dailies daily. I do all of the events and complete them. So it's not something that you should be able to easily progress through this game. I've never spent any money on this particular game, but I do enjoy it. So Mysterious Student Eve, I do need some of her actually. We've got a bunch of weapons. I'll open those up offline. Let's go ahead and open up some of these 5 stars here. Okay, so who we got on first? Okay, so we've got Lord Juno, the previous world boss. Before that, I think, but right before that. So I do need copies of him, actually. Let's see who is next. Okay, naming, I've got her 66, so that's going to be a either an ignition core or a pull. Bez. I think I actually need a copy or 2 of her actually. Not a child that I use. Not something I'm going to take up to 50. Okay, there's Crescent Luna. That's good. Luna's a very good character. Okay. Samel. Yep. Definitely always need to smell. She's Eve's. You get a lot of backstory for her in association. She's assisting Loki right now to save Eve's life. Loki's threatened to kill Eve unless Saturn. I just keep getting Saturn like she's going out of style. Unless she helps Loki. He was going to kill Eve. So she's helping, but also Loki's got the power over her where she can make. I've got 66 on her too. Eoshot, she's the Halloween character that was bought out. But yeah, I got that fully maxed as well too. So I was hoping we'd get some of the actual. That is extremely good. I think that might finish up Banshee. Let's go ahead and check that out. Banshee's a pretty good PvP character, especially if you're lacking Thisbe. You can use Bath, or you can use Banshee as a replacement as your leader until you can get this, because you want to get Thisbe up, just because Thisbe is the best. Okay, I needed 2 of her, so I've got 1. She's just got a really cool design. She's got a pretty good skill set. Okay. So she's definitely something that you might want to consider using. Okay. She is a debuffer. Okay, and she can reduce enemy debuffers by 15% accuracy. So anytime you're going up against a boss that's got heavy debuff, or in case in some of the PvP, she can help out. You of course want to go for Thisbe. As you can see, I finally have everything 66 on my team now, and I'm just working through the actual ignition cores. I'm saving up all the childs. As you know, I got a bunch the premium. Which I hope everybody took advantage of this premium tendency. We got like good enough, like 3 or 4 attack cores, so that's very good. I haven't used them yet. I'm just trying to break down. I got to get some water childs, and I'll take those water childs, because you have to, to create a core you can use any child, but to put a core on a character you have to use a character of the same faction. So if you want to put a core on a water child, you need to give up a water child, a 5-star water child, to do it. So, so that's why things progress a little. So normally I would just take everything and I would immediately throw it into the House of Reincarnation. I would, put I had set my lineup right here. I need to change this because Thisbe's already at 6. And then just draw my childs out of here and make childs, and then I would just keep doing that over and over to 60 and 6 the childs that I wanted to. But then when they introduced this core function, that all changed, because cores cost crystals. I've just finally got my crystals built back up. I've been very, very, very stingy with my draws because I wanted to get my crystals built back up. So when a character comes along that I really want, I'll be able to do the more pulls on it. I'm back up to where I want to be, so I'm in good shape. I've got 80,000 crystal right now. Fortunately, none of the childs in this previous event here, this demonic interference event view, was not that good. She's actually, Harpy's actually the best out of them, to be quite truthful. In terms of skill set, she's got the best skill set. Charge amount for all enemies, so okay, so she slows everybody down, and in PvP, slide skill down cooldown plus 1 second for enemies. So she's going to slow down the other team immensely. So she's not bad in terms of PvP. She's not as good as Thisbe, but she is useful. Okay, so she was the best one out of the 3, which is why I decided to go ahead and do some draws for her. And I got a couple, but yeah, I have no program to change my PvP team at this point in time. All right, so yeah, so everything's up. They got this upgrade event too. 3 times do the 4 childs to 5 childs, and then 3 times to do 5 childs to 6. I did not have enough mats to complete these 2. I did do it once when I brought up Tiamat, but yeah, I do have enough to do 1 more, but that's only going to get me. If it was crystals that I was going to get in this reward, I probably would do it, but it's not, so I'm just going to hold off since I wouldn't be able to complete it anyway. I'd be 1 short. But I do got 1 in hold, so that whenever the event comes out, I'll be able to take one of those childs up to 60 plus 6 if it's a good child. We'll have to see what the childs are going to be introducing a new event, and that will be up tomorrow, and I will do a video on that. But I just want to let everybody know to make sure that you finish up the dungeon, the narrative dungeon. Make sure you get the story, do the draws, get all the equipment. Good to get the rewards come out of this. There were fire crystals in there. Should have been able to get at least your hands on 45 fire crystals. Which is always good. All right, so that's all I got for this. Just a quick video to let you know. We'll do another video here in a day or 2, and we'll talk about the setup for the World Boss Ragnarok. I think it should be If I believe correctly, I believe it should actually be World Boss, because I think we just got out of the Ragnarok before this, so we should have the World Boss coming up. But we'll have to see. All right. So again, thanks a lot for watching the video. Remember to subscribe. Once you've subscribed, you'll see that bell. If you click on that bell, YouTube will be kind enough to let you know each time I do drop a video. Also, remember to like and share the video, as that does help the channel views immensely. So this is Kenrick coming at you from the corner, signing out.